What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports, joining you here today. A little behind-the-scenes look of how we pick the different playbooks. Okay, yeah, always fun to do a little sim football, but not as fun when the Browns continue to be in the headlines for the wrong reasons, of course. Unless you are a Browns fan living under a rock, you have heard by now that the rookie that everybody was so excited about, and in fact probably the reason they were so willing to just let Nick Chubb go to the Texans for $2 million a year. Quinshon Judkins, at this point, arrested in court this morning out on bail. We wait to see what all goes on with that, but regardless, we are here and excited to be back. Thanks for your patience while I was on my final sort of extended vacation of the summer. A little week on the West Coast, always good, but great to be back. Speaking of West Coast, our Browns are headed to the 8-2 San Francisco 49ers. Again, they will have to play the 49ers this year. Brock Purdy with his new deal. No more Deebo Samuel. Christian McCaffrey is back, of course, and presumably healthy at this point in the season. Kittle not going anywhere. Brandon Ayuk continuing to develop as well. So Hopkins going to tee this one off. The 8-2 49ers, the 6-5 Browns, who are on a 3-game tailspin here in our sim season. So maybe they peaked a little bit too soon here. This is now week number 12, and the Browns, I mean, 6-5 is bad because we started 6-2, but I think you would be really happy with 6-5 in the real season. Look at Purdy, 2,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's up to a 93 rating, and he's got that new deal to go with it as well. Superstars all over the field, as you can see there. He'll be back to pass on the opening play. A quick little throw to the right side. He'll dump it off short to Ricky Pearsall, his now second-year receiver out of the University of Florida. Kind of a surprise first-round pick last year, as you remember. A lot of people were a little surprised to see Ricky Pearsall go up into the first round. Here comes DMC to the right side. He'll run head first into Grant Delpit, and Mike Hall Jr. wraps him up nicely, sets up a 3rd and 4. Welcome in, Bo. Welcome in, Big Dog Q. And welcome in, Karen, to this sim. Again, do appreciate your patience while I was on the West Coast, San Francisco, and then took the train to Denver. Hung out in Denver for a few days with some friends, now back home. Here's Ayuk across the middle. He's got the first down on a 3rd and 4, and Rayshon Jenkins will be the one to bring him to the ground. So the Browns are already in a stamina sub and/or 3 safety situation with Rayshon Jenkins, number 27, into the football game. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary as we continue to work our way through, as he puts it, at the feet of Pearsall, that time Newsome in coverage. As we continue to work our way through the 2025 sim season. Again, the new game set to come out in a little less than a month now. So we'll try to get this season finished up with that. I did finally, now I'm not early anymore, I'm late. Right side throw out of bounds. Kittle was the intended target. Denzel stayed with him all the way to the end. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. But I'm no longer getting it 3 days early. I have about 3 days later than everybody else does. But you saw my roster reveal, and we'll be starting our Ohio State sim here very quickly. The preseason sim as well, as Purdy will throw this one away, and the Browns are going to get him off the field. Good coverage again. Luke Farrell, the former Buckeye and Seattle Seahawk, now here in San Francisco to be tight end number 2 behind George Kittle. And a punt upcoming for the Niners here on their opening drive. Good job by the Browns. And this one will go over his head. Wishnowski and out of the back of the end zone. And Shedeur Sanders, a.k.a. Sugar, into the game. We made the change. He is still technically a higher rating than Gabriel, but right now he is having a hard time winning football games. Again, he's lost 2 of his last 3 starts. Gabriel losing the 3rd of this 3-game losing streak. 22 in the backfield, Dylan Sampson getting the start today. We decided left side run, 30, 35, Sampson. Oh, he's 17 yards later. He's rewarding me for this. We asked a quick question on the Discord channel before the sim if we should go ahead and just bench Quinshon since he's played in the first 11 games, and so we did decide to do that. So you will see a lot more Mike Ford and Dylan Sampson here today. Motion coming from Fannin. He'll step back into a fullback spot, give it to Sampson to the right side, and he'll run into the middle. D. Winters, the linebacker in there, the one to replace their Dre Greenlaw, who left in free agency now, a 2nd and 8 out of a pistol. Snaps his hands together. Sanders, good pocket. Now it breaks down and he'll be sacked. Michael Williams, the rookie out of Georgia, at one time considered a top 5 pick, kind of fell a little bit in this deep draft of lots of different playmakers, and so Michael Williams gets in there and has an impact play on an opening down. Actually, you can see he's already popped his super left side. Throw, first down. What a throw to Tillman. He got Jair Brown, turned around the free safety, and Sanders threw it before Tillman had turned around. You can see Jair Brown there on cover. Actually, there's Trey Brown. There's too many Browns back there. I thought that was 27. That was 22. Nice catch there by Tillman and a good first down. I know, Q. I know he was supposed to be the next Chubb. So far, again, if everything is true, we live in such a you're guilty until proven innocent society. It's supposed to be the other way around. But if he did what he was accused and then sent to court for this morning, then we can't have that. And he will have to sit down and learn his lesson on a 2nd and 7. Richie Grant lined up as a linebacker, and he blitzed up the middle. And Richie Grant has them in a 3rd and 12 now. But yeah, so far not nearly anything Chubb-like, and we won't even know if he's on the field, Nick Chubb. For yes, I think Mason had that right in the chat. I think a minimum of 6 games probably coming his way. And Shore is going to throw it out of bounds, and the Browns will similarly stall out around midfield. Demondre Lenore, former Oregon Duck, on the coverage of Deontay Johnson. And so now a punt upcoming for the Browns. So both teams going 3 and out. And now an angled punt out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Pretty good punt for Bajorquez. Here we go. Purdy. Wow, 3rd right now in the projected MVP voting behind Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. That's pretty good, if I don't say so myself. 1st and 10 with 7:58. McCaffrey leaves to the right side. Looks like Baker's going to try to stay with him 1v1. That's a tough matchup, but Baker makes a nice tackle right away. And Jerome Baker, the pride of Benedictine, gets on his back, puts him to the ground. Motion again. This time Schlesinger looks like he'll stay with McCaffrey. Purdy over the middle. They cleared it out. Nice play by Ayuk, but a really good tackle by MJ Emerson. Sets up a big 3rd down and 2 now. Let's see if the Browns can get him off the field. Motion coming a 3rd time. Purdy back to pass now. Left side throw. Dump it short to McCaffrey. He's got the first down right between Baker and Schlesinger, and he didn't need a lot. He didn't get a lot. First down, 49ers. Hey, LA, welcome in. First down for the Niners. Again, they are 8-2, cruising. We just saw that graphic a few seconds earlier. 3rd right now in the projected MVP race behind. Ooh, he had him open. Ayuk was open. Found a hole in that zone. And a really fortunate incompletion. Purdy put a little bit too much sauce on that one. Ha, yes, rub it in. Keep rubbing it in. You guys are a good football team. Putting all your eggs in this basket before Derrick Henry retires. Chad Alexander. opposite Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, and Roquan. And we got some very good players. A lot of luck needed, and a lot of got to stay healthy in this league. So. To the right side. Now he'll go back to the middle. McCaffrey, 3rd and 4 coming up. Delpit comes up to make the tackle. Big 3rd down here now from the 43-yard line. Purdy in a shotgun. McCaffrey on his left hip. Yeah, everybody has. That's the NFL. Beauty of the NFL is everybody has a chance every year. Ayuk on a slant. He beat both of the blitzing linebackers, and Purdy read it beautifully and made them pay. See there, Newsom was just late getting over, but both of those AA gap linebackers chose to blitz. Never sure if they're supposed to or if they're keying on something. Yeah, that's the NFL is built for everybody to any given Sunday, right? Anybody can have a chance on any given week. And that's why you can go presumably 9-8, 10-7 and still go on to win the Super Bowl, because you can barely win half of your games and still have a shot to win it all. You just got to get hot at the right time and be healthy at the right time. Back to pass for Purdy. He'll throw left side, dump it off again to McCaffrey. Another 1st down as they kind of dink and dunk their way down the field. Yeah, we were resting our starters for the draft. First and 10. Now McCaffrey will leave to the left. MJ Emerson checks him on that side. Now Purdy, good time in the pocket. Again, quick throw to the right side. Another short throw. They are just dinking and dunking. Another 5 yards. Could have been, but still counted. Counted just as much as 35-10 does. Here comes McCaffrey up the middle. And 3rd and 2. They are just taking tiny little bites at the apple so far. The Browns now. Their backs against it. 3rd and 2 inside the red zone. A lot of time on the signals here. Now he'll hand it off to the other running back going to the right, and he won't get it from right to left. Isaac Guerrero and Tryon Shainka shuts him down. What a play there. Look at Tryon Shainka, and then Newsom actually is the one who got in there. So they had 2 running backs in the backfield. Gruendo getting in there first, and they're going to go for it on a 4th and 1. Hey, welcome in, Random Gameplay. I appreciate you being on. 504, good to see you, buddy. Go Browns. Back to pass. He'll throw it to the right side. McCaffrey, one man to beat, and Baker won't let him do it. They'll go for it on 4th and 1. They swing it out to McCaffrey, and a beautiful play from Jerome Baker, and a turnover on downs. Look at him swing it to the right side. Baker like shot out of a cannon. He wouldn't let McCaffrey get north and south so that he could put some juke moves on him. A very nice play there. And the Browns will take over on downs here. All right. Season will be here soon enough. We don't need the smack talk right now. Back to pass now. Sanders. Shador fired right side. Got the Chief. 1st down. 30, 35 to the 40. David Njoku tripped up at the 44-yard line. Nice play. Gain of 25 on 1st down. Easy pitching catch to his talented tight end. I think I saw David Njoku had a birthday, a couple days ago. I believe I saw that. 0-0 at the end of 1. That doesn't happen a lot here on the sim. Nice look at that 4th down stop again. 8-5 San Francisco hosting the 6-5 Cleveland Browns. Shador Sanders now. He started, this will be his 6th game starting. To the right side throw. He is 2-3, 3-3, I don't know, something like that. I haven't seen Jerry Jeudy yet today. There's been a lot of smoke about the Browns trading for Terry McLaurin. Would that get you excited? Because it would get me excited. Here comes Chief again. Similar play, opposite side of the field, and he's got a 1st down into 49er territory. Would that get you excited, Browns fans? Tell me in the chat. Terry McLaurin, the perfect Andrew Berry trade candidate. Unhappy, isn't going to get an extension in Washington because they have too many mouths to feed. If he can find a way to wriggle the money tree of Jimmy Haslam and extend Terry McLaurin, I'm not saying no. They could, LA. They very well could. No, you have a very good team. You don't need to beat your chest about it. You're an extremely good football team. Over the middle, dropped by the Chief, and/or good coverage by Richie Grant. Nate Wiggins, are you high on Nate Wiggins, LA? Quick throw over the middle, and it's a very short catch, and they're going to get 0 yards. 51-yard attempt here. Bernardo Green on the tackle. And they will kick the field goal here. Chance to take the first points of the game. Dustin Hopkins' kick is up, and his kick is good. 3-0 Browns. All right, so 11:30 on this second quarter clock. 3-0 Browns. Purdy, good protection, left side throw. Kittle again. And Jay Emerson on his tracks. Another gain of 5. They just keep getting 4, 5, 6 yard plays here. Back to pass now, Purdy. Now he's in trouble. Baker, another big play. Jerome Baker having a monster game. And now he'll pick up a sack to go with it. And a 3rd and long coming up for the 49ers. 10:15 and counting on this second quarter clock. Back to pass. Left side throw over the middle. Got it! Ayuk! He beat Nick Needham. Oh boy, on a 3rd and 16. Pass rush has got to get there faster than that. You cannot let Ayuk get 15 yards down the field and then do a dig route for an easy first down. Oh boy. Purdy now, right side throw again, right in rhythm to Ayuk, right at the sticks, and another first down. Ward with tight coverage. He makes a good tackle. Hey Jim, welcome in. It was a win. It's over now. You won the division. You still didn't win the ultimate prize, so you're just as hungry to win it this year as the Browns are. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. First and 10 for Purdy and company now. Fun fact, I actually had to make Trent Williams. The game actually retired him. So I had to create a guy named Trent Williams and make him a superstar left tackle. So I think he's still the highest one in the game. Quickly dump to the right side. The dump off is 5 more yards for George Kittle. And here we come. Again, I'm not really interested in what happened last year because every NFL team is drastically different. That's how it works. Left side throw, wide open, first down. Kind of a pick concept, and Hickman was very late to get over and tackle his former college teammate, Luke Farrell. More Buckeye on Buckeye tacklings. Just wait till we get Brownstown, baby. Get me in that dome. It's supposed to be the best stadium in the league. First and goal up to the 3-yard line as Purdy continues to be surgical here now. Can the Browns stiffen with the side of the end zone to their back? Turn around, and no, they cannot. McCaffrey into the end zone, took a couple hits, ultimately rolls Malik Collins over. Collins, I think, had a cup of coffee with the Niners a couple years ago and into the end zone. Is it Brownsville? I thought it was going to be Brownstown. Brownsville, Jim? Did I already misquote it? Did I say it wrong? All right, Jake Moody in to attempt the extra point. Browns score and then immediately let them go right down the field again. That 3rd and 16 after the Jerome Baker was a... No, I think they've already said it's going to be like Brownstown or Brownsville. Now you got me questioning. I think it's going to be Brownstown is what they're going to call it. They've announced it, what it's going to be called. All right, 7-3. Here comes DeAndre Carter. Man, he has done nothing. I wonder if he even earns a roster spot. All right, here we go. All right, we don't need to smack talk about previous season's games. It really just doesn't matter. Sanders, right side throw. First down, Fannin and more. Beating Winters to the right side. Look at that run after the catch for the rookie Harold Fannin. He's out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Like seeing number 88 get that football. Keep getting it to him. Like a young Reggie Langhorne wearing that 88. And Fannin, nice run after catch there. Yep, and again, everybody that loses and doesn't win the Super Bowl is in the same spot, which is you lose your last game of the season. Here comes Sampson, the right side, 35-40 to the 35 on the other side. Breaking tackles, Dylan Sampson. Nice run to the right side. Malik Mustafa right there as well. Another pistol look here. Sampson, play action. He'll boot out of it. Now he'll throw back to the right. Deep shot! Just threw it away. Fannin was technically a target. Second and 10. Back to pass now. Shedeur Sanders. He'll roll to the right, and he'll throw it away again. So a couple too many throwaways here so far for my taste. Let's see what Shedeur and Kevin dial up on a 3rd and 10. To pass now. Shedeur, he's in trouble. They blitz the farm, and Trey Brown, the nickelback's going to get home. And it looked like Bosa was in there as well. They blitzed a lot of guys. Browns could not pick it up. You could see there's the rookie Drake Jackson. No, second-year player, Drake Jackson. Rushing the passer there. And Hopkins' kick is up and good. That would be nice if Hopkins could just make his field goals, you know? You know what I mean? Vern. All right, 4:18. Browns trail 7-6. Here come the 49ers again. Appreciate everybody being. My name is Phil Nagy. The channel is Nagy on Sports. Only place on YouTube that you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. All the up-to-date rosters, all the new rookies and free agents in the game, even well before the new Madden comes out. Appreciate you joining me. Thanks so much to all of my subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we'd very much appreciate that as well. Also, you can hit that like button. It continues to grow our simming audience. It's another dink and dunk play. 8 yards down the field. That gets first downs every time, last time I checked. Hey, Marlo, welcome in, man. How are you, buddy? It's been a minute. Use check checks into the game. He used checks into the game now. Play action. Purdy. Fling it left side in rhythm. Another long dig route. Juwan Jennings first down. He beat Ward. And Purdy just continues to be like a heart surgeon out there. Carving them up surgically. Look at that pocket. Just nobody there. And just a wide open play. And Denzel cannot cover a guy for 25 yards across the field without any pass rush. It turns into a game of 7-on-7 at that point with the no pass rush. Under 3 to go here. Can the Browns stiff it? Right side throw. Got a man again. Watch out. Ayuk first down. He beat Newsome to the 21-yard line. Brandon Ayuk. Fling it to that right side. 2:25 and counting. Motion sends McCaffrey to the left. Purdy will be alone back there. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Looks like McGuire getting held. He'll hit him as he throws. Still caught somehow by Kittle. Tackled immediately, but Isaiah McGuire was getting held and still got pressure. Marlo, we got Shedeur going tonight. But no Quinshon. He has been put as the 3rd string back for now. Back to pass now. 2nd and 6. Left side throw, another first down. Luke Farrelly beat Hickman again, 1st and goal. Purdy over 200 yards passing in half number 1 again, as he has just been carving up this Jim Schwartz defensive backfield right now like Swiss cheese. Purdy Good protection again. Now it'll break down and actually get off the spot, and he'll throw a dot to Ayuk for a touchdown. Okay. Everything depends on pass rush. And right now the Browns are not getting much of one at all. And they're allowing one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league to be back there. Jake Moody in to extend the lead. 114 though. Browns do have 3 timeouts. So we will see if they choose to get aggressive here. 14-6 here. It is week number 12 of Nagy on Sports. Browns 6-5, and again, I know it feels a little weird for the sim because we were 6-2 at one point, but if we were 6-5 after 11 games, I think real Browns fans would be ecstatic about that record. Ecstatic. All right, here comes Shedeur. He's been okay. He's been really throwing the ball away, maybe even a little bit too quickly for my taste, not letting routes to develop like I'd like them to. Back to pass. Left side throw in rhythm. Got Ford out of the backfield. Jerome Ford rather hit that time by J.R. Brown and Richie Grant, and a first down. And the Browns will call timeout. So right on cue, Jerome Ford makes a play. Now Sampson checks in. Patented 11 personnel. Sanders, right side throw at the feet of Tillman. Good coverage by Demondre Lenoir. 2nd and 10 here. 1 minute to go on the clock. They're at the 42-yard line. Sanders is in a shotgun. Ethan Posick will snap it back to him. Back to pass now. Pressure coming. He never feels Nick Bosa. Jack Conklin, how can you not block Nick Bosa? That would be the one thing that I would make sure to do at all times, and now he goes into the zone. And they're going to run it with Sampson to the 40. And now San Francisco will call timeout. Woof. Should we get aggressive? Why the heck not? They're going to call timeout. I'm going to make them pay. I'm going to make them pay for calling timeout. What side of the field are we on? That play looks like it might work. Right side throw. Sanders. Oh, over the head. He had Deontay Johnson open. Oh, it was the right play call, and Sanders just didn't put it on spot. And we're not even going to get a replay at it. 22 of 26 for Brock Purdy. What a half of football, and now I just gave him a short field. But that was, I feel like that was the right call, too. They weren't going to go for it. I feel like I needed to get a little juice there. Marlowe agrees. As long as one person in the chat agrees, then it's a good decision. Spock strong look now, coming into the backfield, actually orbit motioning all around him is McCaffrey. They're going to throw it to that way. Pressure coming. Nice pursuit, Baker again. That's another big TFL for Jerome Baker on McCaffrey, and all of a sudden, they are not interested in going quickly, are they? No, they did go hurry up, I guess. Still saving 2 timeouts for reasons unknown to me. Why he would go hurry up but not call timeouts. Right side throw. Got it to his man in bounds. That's Ricky Pearsall. Second-year receiver out of Florida. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Purdy over the middle. Caught first down. Yep, Juwan Jennings will get it, but they're going to tackle him in bounds. And with 11 seconds, they're going to have to burn their last timeout and just bring the field goal team in. They tried to go real fast. They cannot do that, and so therefore they're going to kick a field goal. So my gamble is going to get them 3 points. Yes, I'm trying to jinx him. Jake Moody. His kick is up. 50-yarder on the dot, and it's good. 17-6. 2 seconds left in this first half of football. The 8-2 49ers. The 6-5 Cleveland Browns here at Nagy on Sports. Hey, Keith, welcome in. Greetings to you as well. Let's see how far Shedeur can throw it, I guess. Back to pass, and he'll be sacked immediately. Woof. Drake Jackson. I think he maybe changed his number. So he's not showing up on their roster as 95. So he may have been a roster change. Or have Drake Jackson anymore? Anyway, 17-6. Browns are down. They will get the second half kickoff. Oh, there you go. They waived him with a failed physical in May. Huh. How about them apples? Well, there you go. I apologize. I should have cut him. There he is. He's got a couple of sacks. They're going to get a little replay. But apparently you got cut for not passing your physical there, Drake Jackson. All right, come on, Browns. We have to do a little situational coach mode. Just try to get them in a rhythm here. Fannin in motion. I like having Fannin. He's been good. He's just been getting limited attempts. Sampson now just 6 carries, but he's got 50 yards. Get that kid the pill more often. I think he's got 1 catch, but it's like 30 yards in this one. He's been good. Just limited duties. Right side throw, and he put it at the feet once again of Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman is like 6'3", so you can't throw it at his feet. Throw it at that 1 and that 9. Back to pass now. Shador's got a nice pocket. Now he'll step up. 30, 35, first down. Fred Warner will make the tackle at the 39-yard line, but Shador gets a nice play there. There you go. Jim coming in hot with the sarcasm font here on the channel. And we are going to have a little bit of situational coach mode here. Just to, we switch sides. I don't know why it does that every time I do that, but it does. But it does. Here he is, across the middle. Fannin to the 50. First down, Harold Fannin to the 45, and shoved out of bounds to the 41. Sanders under the center now. Just going to call some run plays, try to keep him in rhythm. Sampson up the middle. When we do situational coach mode, I do not do anything other than snap the football. It does everything else for me. I pick the play and then I snap it. Comes Jerome Ford after a pulling. Batonio leads the way. Woof! Big shot taken. 3rd and 4 coming up. Third and 4. Need this one here. Motion coming from Deontay Johnson. Whoop, tipped in the air. Where did it go? Boy, oh boy. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. That thing got tipped at the line. You can bet we're going for this one. For sure we're going to go this one. They need it big time here. Sanders. Deep shot, left side. Tillman, 10, 5, down at the 1. Whoa. On a 4th and 4, they go with a deep flag route, and Cedric Tillman is right there. Johnny on the spot. Look at him beat Lenore. He thought he was going post all day long. Both of the dig routes were covered nicely. That was a beautiful throw, Jim. And a huge 1st and goal now here at the 1 for the Browns. Whew, that was nice. Opening drive of the second half. Sampson. Touchdown, Browns. Here we go. A little situational coach mode. Mix a run and pass. Make him go for it. And the middle of that line opened it up, and Posett kind of pushes him in, which is... Did they pass that yet, or did it get tabled? The tush-push rule, I can't remember. Oh, Virtual Stefanski wants to go for it. Okay. I guess 17-14 is better than 17-13. And Ford up the middle. Walks right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 17-14. How about 9 plays, 74 yards for the Browns. 3:36 coming out of halftime. Thank you. Appreciate that, Marlo. That's not the read that I would have made on the 4th down throw, so that's why I'm glad that he's throwing it, not me. The one thing it will not do is scramble, so he's got to kind of throw while he's in rhythm in the pocket, which, frankly, I'm okay with, you know? You know what I mean? All right. 17-14. All of a sudden, the Browns have new life here. First drive of the second half for the 49ers. Let's see what adjustments that Kyle Shanahan wants to make now. Blitz coming from the Browns. Schwessinger, but it got picked up over the middle. Wide open again. Juwan Jennings beat Denzel Ward. Just another little lazy dig route across the middle. Those are easy throws for Purdy, and he is hitting those easy throws. As Bo Bishop likes to say, the layups need to be layups. And Purdy knows how to make the layups. Looks like the Browns are going to be in zone as nobody goes with McCaffrey. A very quick dig again to Ayuk. He'll pick up a few. 10 catches for 100 yards. I can do that math. He has been dinking and dunking all the way down the field. Mike Hall makes a nice tackle actually coming off of his pass rush to make the tackle for a gain of just 4 yards. Now McCaffrey leaves again. Schlesinger will move with him. Now Newsome will be the one to pick him up. But they're playing zone. He'll roll out of it. Purdy in trouble. Miles will hit him. It's almost picked by a diving Newsome. And finally, some mention of number 95. We have really not called his name very often. Myles Garrett on the outside, getting some pressure and forcing an errant throw. Now 3rd and 6. Can he do it again against Colton McKivitz? A big blitz coming. They'll pick it up nicely, and he'll throw a dot for a first down. Ricky Pearsall, once again, they're just going out there past the sticks and turning around and showing their big body red numbers. I guess they're white numbers on red jerseys at Brock Purdy, and he continues to deliver with lethal accuracy. Just over the midfield stripe into Browns territory now. Purdy, quick throw right side, incomplete. Kind of a pick route that went wrong, and actually Ayuk was the one who got picked that time instead of Greg Newsome, who was the one tasked with covering him at that juncture. Now 3 tight end set with McCaffrey. Turn around, give it to run CMC. Pursue goes way past from Schlesinger, and he'll pick up 8. Schlesinger just got a little bit too aggressive, got excited about that hole in the line, but went way past McCaffrey on that pursuit here. 3rd and 2. Come on, D. They're in their base set. Diabate checks in as well. Back to pass. They're playing zone. Doing it to the right side. Oh, Diabate! Oh, my. A forearm shiver to the face. As the 4th receiver? I think the Chief is probably the 4th receiver. But we could put Fannin out there if you want. I have a lot of 12 personnel in there. They're just not always calling it, despite my best intentions. All right, let's see if they can do it on their own this time. Punt went out of bounds at the 2-yard line, by the way. Browns, double tight end set. Speaking of Fannin, he's in the game. Turn around, Sampson. He'll try the right. Got a nice block to the 5, to the 10. Way to get out of your own end zone with a gain of 7 on first down before Fred Warner, arguably the best off-ball linebacker in the league, makes another great tackle. 2nd and 3 now. Turn around. Give it to him again. Why not? Sampson, right side. Hold on to that football, young man. He now has 10 carries, 71 yards. So he is doing just fine with the increased workload. Again, the carries were split sort of like, maybe like 60, 35, 5. Q, whoop, tipped again. Looked like it hit off the back of big Wyatt Teller. Q to Sampson to Ford, previous to this weekend's news. 2nd and 10 now. 6:06 on this clock. Shador, right side throw. Caught, but dropped immediately. That was a dump-off pass to Jerome Ford, and actually he'll lose 2 yards, 3rd and 8. Out of a shotgun, Shador Sanders now. Posick will snap it back. Back to pass. Shador. Deep shot over the middle. Got it! Deontay Johnson. He held on. Took a shot from Richie Grant. But Deontay Johnson holds on and reminds everybody that that's a first down. Nice throw here from Sanders at level concept. Judy helped clear out the middle. 2nd level was open for Deontay Johnson. Back to pass. Left side throw. Sanders caught again by Jerry Judy, this time at the 45-yard line. So now the Browns sort of dinking and dunking at the 8 to 10 yard mark. Hey, David, welcome in. Yes, I think that's what I would tell people too. The L is silent. Right side throw! It looked like Judy was actually the one who played defense that time, knocking it out of the hands of Trey Brown. At least that's what it sort of looked like. The animation was Jerry Judy swatting at the football, 2nd and 10. Back to pass for Sanders. He'll go over the middle. Caught by the Chief. Took a shot from Grant. Holds on. That's a hospital ball. Got to be careful there, Shador. Do not want to get your guys injured in a big way there. Now Sanders will pop into the pistol. Turn around, give it to Sampson. Can't get around Teller. Teller got pushed 3 yards back into the backfield. And that is right where Fred Warner did the damage. 2nd and 13. I like that they're still trying to run the football, even quote-unquote trailing in this game. Motion from Judy. 2 tight ends to the left. Back to pass. Big drop. Sanders over the middle. Caught. First down is now just inches away as the Chief got it. Get my finger on the go for it button here if they do not convert, and it's not a big sack, obviously. Let's see if they can convert on 3rd down. Just 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Browns trailing by 3, but driving. 3-step drop. Right side throw. Caught. Tillman. First down. Quick little slant. Easy pitch. Easy catch. Easy money. First down for Sed. Browns driving nicely here again. Back-to-back scoring drives would be just fine with me. Sanders in a good pocket. Now he'll fling it on the run, and he forced it into double coverage. Never saw Richie Grant. And the rookie mistake comes in as they had the Chief bracketed, and I don't think Shador ever saw Richie Grant. You're going to see it on a replay here. Trying to make a play on the run. He just never saw the red jersey. Just crouching into that little hook zone. And extremely easy play for him. And Shador makes a critical rookie error here. First turnover of the game with 1:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's see how damaging it is to the outcome of the game. Yeah, me too, Wendell. I hope they can as well. Left side run for McCaffrey. They're going to stick him at the line. I also think it's going to be a holding. And it will be. George Kittle will be the guilty party. 1st and 17. Big open formation. Now they'll bring everybody back to the middle. A bunch of receivers to the right. Back to pass now. Pressure coming from 4. Miles is there. In trouble, and they're going to get a safety. Myles Garrett. He has been silent during this 3-game losing streak. And they are going to sack Purdy in the end zone for a safety. And big-time play. Good job by Tryon Shinka as well to kind of keep that side of it engaged so that there was nowhere for Purdy to escape to. And Miles finally makes an appearance. And it is a big one. It puts points on the board, and the Browns are going to get it down. Just get it back down just a point. Okay, Wendell. Nice. I was out San Francisco and then Denver for the majority of this week. But it is always good to be home, yes? All right, keep feeding that kid the rock. The new short-haired Dylan Sampson. All right, 1st and 10. 1:25, Browns trail by 1. Here comes Ford, Jerome Ford. Hard time getting going. Careful rolling up on the back of Posick. He gets up okay, though. Okay. Had a wedding down there. Very nice. Motion coming from Deontay on a 2nd and 9. Left side throw, little pick route to Ford. First down to 40. 45, and then it'll be thrown out of bounds by Jair Brown at the 47-yard line. Cool little out route out of the backfield for Jerome Ford, and a first down, Browns. Maybe the last play of the 3rd quarter here with the Browns trailing by 1. Here comes Ford again. He'll try the right side. 50 to the 45, Jerome Ford. Nice gain of 8. And that is how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Well, the Browns have made it a game here. 8-2, one of the best teams in the league. San Francisco 49ers 17, the Browns 16, and they are driving. Even after that interception, they were able to get a safety of Brock Purdy in the end zone, now leading 17-16 headed into the 4th quarter. Appreciate everybody being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Once again, only place on YouTube you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary, so you don't have to listen to the guys in the game all the time. Sampson tries the middle. He'll pick up 1. Hey, Marshall, welcome in. Yep, go Niners. We know you are a resident Niners fan. We've had a pretty solid game here. 3rd and 1. They did just give up a safety to Myles Garrett on the last possession. That's why it went from 17-14 to 17-16. 3-step drop, right side. Slant again, Tillman. If they can get that play in rhythm, Tillman's big frame, almost unguardable on that slant. Unless they pull back into the zone, but then it's just on Shador to find it in the gap. We have Shador Sanders in at quarterback. Uh-oh, Quinchon did just check into the game. Clearly it's a stamina sub situation. First time he's been in the football game all game. And he is dismembered at the 32-yard line. Yeah, we've kind of gone back and forth, Marshall. We've gone Dylan Gabriel, we've gone Shedeur, we've gone back and forth several times. The bottom line is they're in the middle of a 3-game losing streak. So people are quick to try to change quarterbacks, which I have no problem trying. Third and 1 here. It's a big play here for the Browns. Back to pass. Sanders, right side throw. Got it again. Tillman, the third down machine. Another first down into the red zone now at the 12 for said Tillman. Beats Bethune there to the middle. First and 10. Turn around. Sampson up the middle. Right up the middle. Knifing his way for a nice gain of 5. Rookie out of Tennessee, Dylan Sampson. Into a pistol now comes Shedeur. Mitchell, no worries, buddy. Good to have you on, John. Third and 8 coming up. On the 10. This is, I think they probably take the points here if they don't get the first down. Just be smart here, Shedeur. A big drop. He's got good time. He'll fire on the run, changes the pocket, and Sampson got drilled and dropped it. My guess is that Kevin takes the points here. He will. 17-16, you take the lead here. 4th and 8 from the 10. That's just not a lot of field to work with. And Hopkins is good again. So the safety turns into 5 points. Not the full 9, but we'll take it. There you go. There you go, David. All right. Trailing for the first time since it was 3-0. Yeah, Ayuk's been busy. 10 catches, 100 yards. Again, appreciate everybody so much for joining me this evening. 9:42 to go. We got a good game to the end. That's all we can really care about. The middle. That's Isaiah Gruendo, or excuse me, Isaac Gruendo. Back up, tailback. Gruendo, now in his second season out of Louisville. Sometimes pronounced Louisville. Play action, they're all over it. Ball pops out and Mike Hall falls on it. Mason Graham sacks it, pops it out. Mike Hall falls on it, and the Browns get their first turnover. Technically, I guess second if you count the safety, third if you count the 4th down, I suppose. But how about this? Mason Graham punches that ball out. Mike Hall falls on it. Let's go, Browns. And they are right on it. That ball is out. No need to review it. A turnover each way. And now the Browns with a chance to open up the lead. Back to pass. Shedeur Sanders. Dump it short of the middle to Jerry Jeudy. Nearing the first down. He'll get it. First and goal now at the 8-yard line. Give me that. Love it, Mitchell. Give me that as well. Mason Graham with a strip sack. Mike Hall with the fumble recovery. Now Sanders back to pass. Quinchon into the game again. And Sanders, I do like that. He does throw it away. It does hurt his completion percentage overall for the season. I grant you that. But I do like that part about at least his virtual game here. Sanders now. Decent pocket once again. Left side throw. Tipped away. A diving Fred Warner. Now a big 3rd and goal here from the 8-yard line. When I was in Colorado visiting friends, we did go to Boulder, and I saw the house that Shedeur played in and Coach Prime built, as they say. Right side throw, touchdown! Jerome Ford, he went way wide as a running back. Came back to the middle, and Jerome Ford is into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game, taking advantage of his increased reps with Quinchon in timeout. And Shedeur put that in the only place that Jerome Ford was going to catch it. That it was just going to be him and no defenders. That was a nice defensive play. Well, he's maybe the best linebacker in the game by many people's estimation. But how about that? That's complimentary football. That's classic Kevin Stefanski and what we really want the Browns to do. Defense gives you a turnover and you score 4 plays later. And it's the big score, not the little score. All right, well, now he's got his back really against the wall here. Does Brock Purdy with 8 to go. All of a sudden he finds himself behind in the scoreboard. Now down 9. 2-score football game. McCaffrey up the middle. Juke move. Whoop! Greg Newsome's going to want to use the restroom during that play of film. He got juked out of his shorts. 7.5. And since we're in Levi's Stadium, maybe there is jean shorts. Maybe there is jorts. Juked out of his jorts. Over the middle, it's Ayuk again. 3 Browns punching at the football. The net result is Ayuk's got a first down for the Niners into the 40-yard line on the Browns side of the field. That was a really nice play. Kind of split the cover 2. What's Tryon Shanka doing playing zone back there? Weird situation, in my opinion. .6:45 and counting. And for some reason, unbeknownst to me, the Niners will take a timeout. Or not take a timeout, rather, and take a delay of game. It remains first down. Jet sweep across the middle. That's not quite as fun when it's not Debo anymore. Juwan Jennings gets 2 yards. 2nd and 13. Shanahan maybe getting a little bit too cute. Browns have actually done a pretty good job. You can see there that statistic on the ground game defensively today, only giving up 43 yards to arguably the best running back in the game. Certainly one of. Back to pass. Right side throw. Got it. Kittle, but he's tackled by Baker. He shoves him out of bounds just short of the line. Big 3rd and 4 coming. You're right. You're right. Turning into a very good game in front of our eyes here. We just like them to be close at the end. That's all we really root for on the channel. Obviously, we want the Browns to win over the middle. Oh! Purdy just sliced our cover 2 in half. Oh boy, this is about as beautiful as it gets. And look at Baker. Baker has to get deeper to carry the middle 3rd. Actually, looks like they were in cover 3. But another route made Hickman go a little bit to his right. And that opened that skinny post up for Ayuk. And a touchdown. Niners, let's see if they will go for 2. Nope, they will just go for the 1. And it'll be 26-24. As Brock Purdy continues to be absolutely dialed in, laser measured here. There you go. Is that really what? There was 49 guys that did it? That's why they became 49ers? I didn't actually know that. Or are you just telling a tall tale to get us to chuckle? Either way, I believed you, and I'm entertained. Winshawn into the game again. He's the 3rd string running back. I didn't cut him. He has not had many snaps today. Shouldn't be in there at all, frankly. Sampson checks back right in. Don't get too conservative here. Sanders, left side throw. Just a couple of yards, but that's okay. Keep that clock running. Keep the clock running. 3rd and 6. Sanders. Oh, he had it first, but he steps up and he throws it to Mr. 3rd down, Cedric Tillman. I feel like that's 4 consecutive catches for Tillman that have been for first downs, all on 3rd down. Shedeur had room to run and probably actually would have gained more yards because everybody was following Tillman, but he puts it right on him. And a first down for the Browns. Waste that clock, baby. Waste it, waste it, waste it. Check the pass. Another dig if they run it. They'll go to the right side of the Chief. Caught it, and they'll stay in bounds, fortunately. Mustafa knocks him to the ground. Jordan Elliott, former Brown, in the backfield. Good one, David. Classic again. Here he is, Sampson to the left, breaking tackles. He'll get 3rd and 2 now decision time for Shanahan is probably going to save him. Virtually, they like to save him until after the 2-minute warning. Browns do not... Actually, they do need to snap it. They will have to snap it before the 2-minute warning, and they're going to have the 2-minute warning to think about what they want to do here. Potentially try to ice the game. It would be great if they could just do it here. They'll pitch it right side. Sampson, can he get the corner? He can! First down! Oh, boy. He pitched it to the right side. Running wide. Always a gamble in this game, and now we'll see if it's enough. Sampson up the middle. Hold that ball, young man. To the right. Breaking tackles for a gain of 7, and the Niners will call their first timeout. Or Malik Mustafa will make the tackle. Sampson again following a pulling Batonio. Can't get the first down. Timeout called. A massive third down coming up for both teams. Sampson a little slow to get up. 3rd and 1. They're going to go empty. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 3rd and 1. They're going to throw it. Good protection for Shedeur. Now he'll take off. First down. That's going to be the ball game. Hold on to the football, Shedeur, and he does. So they spread him out 5 wide, and then he scrambles for the first down. And that will be the ball game, and the Browns are going to snap their 3-game losing streak by going on the road to San Francisco and gutting out a win. How about a safety? That's safety. That's the difference. 26-24. A safety from Myles Garrett. The fumble strip sack, Mason Graham picked up by Mike Hall into the end zone several plays later. How clutch was Ced Tillman on that 4th down flag route. And yes, Sanders made a... Well, to be fair, John, he has not been very visible in our last 3 games. So that's why I was kind of calling him out. And this one's going to be over. Browns are going to win it. They're going to go to 7-5. Still alive in the AFC. And San Francisco, what are we doing? Why are you even kicking a field goal? There's zero reason to be kicking a field goal because if you miss it, they get the ball. So weird. All right, guys, I really appreciate you being on. I'll go through the stats, but I know you guys, a lot of you like to pop off. I'll be back with more Sims this week. And I really appreciate it. Again, thanks so much to all my subscribers. Browns win. How about that? 7-5 now on this season. Niners will drop to 8-3. Let's see how we got there in this one here at Nagy on Sports. 31 of 38. That's 81% for 317 and 2 touchdowns. He was what he needed to be. He was incredible today. McCaffrey really just didn't get him going. 8 carries, 40 yards is a good average, and the touchdown, they just didn't go back to him. Ayuk today, monster game, 12 for 156 and 2 touchdowns, 7 for 55 for George Kittle, McCaffrey with 4, 3 for Jennings, Pearsall, 2 for Luke Farrell. When you say 2 and Luke at the same time, it turns into Tuke. Fred Warner, 18 tackles. Dude's just a monster. Grant with 9. Malik Mustafa, we talked about, with 8. Lenore with 7. Sacks today, Drake Jackson, who got cut for not passing his physical, so I need to cut him, I guess. 1.5. Richie Grant and Nick Bosa as well. Michael Williams, the rookie, with a half sack, and then Richie Grant also had the interception. So he kind of baited Shedeur into throwing it. Shedeur today, 24 of 38 for 299. That's 63%. 1 touchdown, the 1 interception. How about Dylan Sampson today? 19 for 93 in the starting role. 1 touchdown as well. Shedeur with 5 really important scrambles. Ford with 4, and again, cue the 3rd string running back today that somehow got a couple carries. 7 for 78 for the Chief. 6 for 96 for Tillman. I'm going to say at least 4 of those were huge 3rd down conversions. 1 was a 4th down conversion. Judy and Ford, each with a 4 catches. Harold Fana, 2 for 45. Keep getting that kid the pill. Deontay Johnson had a big 1st down catch. Leading tacklers, Hickman, Ward, and Baker. That's a trio of Buckeyes, by the way. Buckeye. Schlesinger with 7. Mike Hall, another Buckeye with 6 on the day. Sacks today, Mason Graham, Myles Garrett, and Jerome Baker. And again, that forced fumble was by Mason Graham that was scooped up by Mike Hall Jr. Okay, well, that's what we needed to break that losing streak. Get that bad taste out of our mouths. And it is time to get back into the winning ledger. 7-5 now. I still don't think we've had our bye. I would have hoped that Sampson gets an upgrade. He had a very nice day. We do. We finally get a Week 13 bye, and then it will be the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears will be who we have next. So, lots of fun for that one. Again, congratulations, we just did week number 13. So the Chicago Bears will be coming up next. Again, do appreciate everybody joining me. This one was a lot of fun, guys. Do always like being on the sim with you. So, appreciate it. Again, my name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll be back with more sim action very soon. So today we will say, as always, go Browns!